It never ends with the little yellow guy.
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Wei Jiang Battle Hornet. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have a nice image of the Hornet of Battle. On this side of the box, you just get a little warning. Please don't eat anything in this box, that could be very bad for you. You have a QR code there that you can scan if you want to. On the other side of the box, it just says Battle Hornet. On this side of the box, stuff and things that I cannot read. On the top of the box, Battle Hornet. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the Battle Hornet. Now, this is a knockoff, upscaled, modified version of the Battle Blades Bumblebee that came out during Revenge of the Fallen, I believe, which, in my opinion, Battle Blades Bumblebee is the best deluxe movie Bumblebee toy that we've gotten, in my opinion anyway. So I think this was a good mold to base a knockoff of this kind after. But yeah, here he is in his vehicle mode. As you can see, he is a yellow and black Camaro. Are you shocked? I am. Anyway. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. The Chevy logo is there, but it's not painted. The headlights are done in red for some reason. In the all the pictures I saw, the headlights were done in blue, but for some reason they went with red for the final. Don't get that, but okay, why not? All right. Well, you got the black stripes going all the way across the hood, down to the deck lid there. You got some black here. The rims are nice and chromed out. The back, yeah, the little lights there, picked out in red. Again, the Chevy logo is there, just not picked out in paint. The underside, you can see the visible head syndrome right there. The tires are rubber, which is nice. And he does roll, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling! And yeah, it's a Bumblebee. It's a Bumblebee. It does have some die cast in it, so it does have a little bit of half this section right here. You can kind of tell this part is die cast because the yellow doesn't quite match up because this is painted die cast as opposed to just the molded yellow plastic. So you'll see a little bit of a color difference there. I don't know how well that comes off on camera, but it's there. But yeah, so you have that. And for comparison, here it is with the Masterpiece movie Bumblebee. Just so you can see how they scale with one another, right there. And here he is with the original Battle Blades Bumblebee. So you can see, obviously, a bit bigger. So, there you go. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the vehicle mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So, if you already have Battle Blades Bumblebee, if you've ever messed with that mold, then you pretty much already know how to transform this figure. There are some new bits, but it's all pretty much the same. It's just a backpack that transforms a bit differently. They added some extra engineering there. But let's just get started. So first thing we do is we just open up the doors. Open up the doors. And then we can come back here, and we're going to just split all this right here from the sides. Everything does tab in quite securely. There we go. And you can see you just have tabs that go in under there, and you have these tabs which go up in here. So everything locks in nice and secure-like. Once you do that, you can take these front wheels here, just bring these out a bit, and now we can just come under here, these panels, and just pop these up. Pop that up, and then we can pop this whole roof and hood assembly up, like so. And you can see you have tabs in here that just go into those slots right there. And you can see even the underside here is painted and molded with some nice detail, which is pretty cool. They didn't have to do that, but they did. So you just take all this and you just rock this up like that. And you take this section here, and you just bring this up. At this point, you can now rotate all of this, and we'll work on the backpack later. We'll save that for last. So now we will start on the legs. So you just take this section here, untab that, and then you just grab hold of his foot, and you just pull it down, and everything just auto-morphs for you. and there you go. Then you just straighten the leg out, and this section right here, you just bring forward. It's on a hinge here, so you can angle that however you wish. And there you have a leg all done. Actually, one more thing we have to do is just take the little heel piece right there, bring that out, and now we have a leg all done. Second verse, same as the first. So undo that, grab his foot, just pull that down, everything will auto-morph for you. And straighten that out, bring out the heel piece, bring that in, again, angle that however you want, and then you take this whole hip assembly here, and that will just shift in like that. And there we have the lower body all done. So now we will move on to the upper body. So now we just grab hold of the arm here, and you just bring that up. You stay right there. We're not ready for you yet. And you just take the wheel, and now you can just collapse that down. You can now bring the arm out to the side. You can take the forearm section here and just rotate that up just to get it out of the way. And we'll continue on with that a bit later. So we'll just bring that up, bring that out to the side, swing that out, rotate that, get that out of the way. There we go. So now we can take this panel right here and just raise that up, and now we can collapse this whole section here. You want to take this little bit right here and just pull that up as far as it'll go. And now we can bring this whole hood section down, and that will just go over these two pegs right there and lock all that in place. So at this point, we're just going to take his arms and bring them up. Hooray! So we can continue with the backpack here. So the backpack has some new bits here, and this is where all the new engineering is pretty much, is with the backpack. So what you're going to do here is you're going to take this section here, and you're going to extend it, and this section right here will come up like that. You can see that angles out. And you take this, and this will swing in. Bring that down a little bit so we have the clearance. Come on, there we go. Take that and swing that in like that, and collapse that all in, all nice like, all nice and neat like. And once you do that, you can then take this and bring all this up like so. And that gives him the second set of wings. So we got that part done. Now, what you want to do with all this stuff now, we have some new engineering here. So you want to split this, all this splits right down the middle, and you want to extend it right here. It extends right there, and then this part of the hood also extends right there. And then you take this section and you fold that in, and what you're going to do here is you're going to, you can see there's a joint right there, a hinge, and you just swing that in, and then you bring this whole assembly into the body. It just kind of accordions up into itself, and there is a port right there where this tab will go into. So you just get that wiggled in. Again, just kind of get the arms out of the way and get that in there. Line that up, and that will just tab in right there. And that is how that sits. You can see it kind of fills out his body a little bit from the front as well. So that's what you do with that. So you do the same thing on the other side here. You just extend, extend. Flip that in, and then you just rotate that in, swing that into the body. It's going to be a little hard to do because there's just a lot of stuff that kind of gets in the way, but once you get everything where it needs to go, it goes where it needs to go. There you go. Oops, and that came undone. How dare you? How dare you? You stay. You stay in your home. That's your home. Are you too good for your home? There you go. Just squeeze those in. And there you have the backpack. You can just take the wings here, little door wings, and do what you want with those. Like that. So now we can just bring the arms down. Let me come down a little bit. Yeah. And you just take the section, rotate it around, flip out the hand, bring the arm down, rotate this section around, flip out the hand. And now for the chest. You have these pieces right here, which are on a double hinge, so they will swing out, and this piece is on a hinge as well, so you can angle this however you want, and you also have a rotational joint here as well, so you can angle that however you wish. Me personally, this is what I like to do with it. I just kind of like to bring it up, bring this section down, and just kind of angle this in like that. That's what I do. And then these pieces right here just angle up, and you come in here, and you just kind of get your fingernail in here, and you just kind of move that up And come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Sometimes you have to talk to it like a baby to get it to work. Like, come on, you can do it. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. There you go. All right. Anyway, so you get those little bits up. And there you go. There you have Battle Hornets in his robot mode. Let me get him all situated here. Oops. But yeah, there he is. Why is he standing all lopsided? What's the matter with you? Oops, this came undone. Hey, 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 hey! Alright. That's okay. Just didn't have that extended all the way. That's why he was standing lopsided. There we go. Now he's standing straight. There we go. So there we have Battle Hornets in his robot mode. Absolutely love the paintwork on him. I think he looks great. So let's get in closer so we can take a look, not at his chest, but at his face. There's his face. There's the noggin. You can see, very nicely done there. Nice bright blue eyes. You can see the nice silver paint there going on in the helmet. You can see a lot of the details in here picked out in paint. So it's quite nice. Again, the paintwork on this figure I think is just wonderfully done, in my opinion anyway. There's a lot of little details there just picked out in paint, little bits and pieces. Looks quite nice. So over there, these parts of his legs are die cast. And you can clearly tell just due to the painted die cast versus the yellow plastic. You can see that little difference there in the color. You can see those details in here, picked out in paint as well. And you got the new backpack going on. It's a little busy. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You can get some wiggly, waggly. You can look up a bit. You can look down a good bit. Of course, you get full 360 degrees of rotation. Even the back of his head, they painted up. Even the back. They didn't have to, but they did. So yeah, that's the arms. Can do a full 360. They can go in and out. A little soft ratchet there. And you also have this hinge here as well, which shifts up a bit. Yeah, you get a little extra movement there out of the arms. You do have rotation right above the elbow. You have a ratcheted elbow joint right there with under 90 degrees of bend. Let's come down a little bit here. The hands are on a ball joint, so they can rotate, but if you rotate them so he doesn't have the gorilla arms and his hands end up in that weird position, so well, it is what it is. You do also have opening and closing hands right there, as well as that transformation hinge that allows him to move his hands inward. He does have a waist swivel right there, and that likes to pop those panels off, so be careful with that. Legs can move forward that far, can move back that far, outward that far. You do have rotation at the thigh. You have a double jointed knee, which gives you a little bit over 90 degrees. Of course, all this stuff behind his legs is going to start to get in the way. And the feet can move down. They can move a bit up. You also have a toe joint right here that moves up. Doesn't move down, but it moves up. And then you have a hinge right here that allows the foot to move up and move down at that point right there. And no ankle tilt, because that's just due to how all this works. Apparently there was no way to work an ankle tilt in there. I'm guessing anyway. So there you go. And of course he does have all of the same gimmicks as the Battle Blades Bumblebee had. You push this button right here and whoop, you get the little battle axe that flips out. And you just open that up and there you go. It's got his battle axe going on there. And then you come to the other side and you split this section open, which does have it quite securely, so open that up, and then you just flip that out, flip his hand in, like that, and then just bring this around, close all this back up, and look at, like, even the inside of this, they, like, painted up like that. They didn't have to do that, but they did it. And there you go, he has his arm cannon right there, which again has some nice details that are picked out in paint, as well as the barrel itself. And of course, now he's all armed up, he does need his battle mask, and you just take that and just slide it forward. Slide forward. There we go. It just slides forward like that. And he has his battle mask, and now the Battle Hornet is ready for battling Hornets. So, there you go. All in all, I think he's a pretty cool figure. So there you go. And now for comparison. Here he is with Masterpiece Movie Bumblebee. As you can see how they look together. They're basically the same heights. Right there. Here he is with Masterpiece Movie Optimus Prime. As you can see how they look together. So you have that. And here he is with Wei Jiang's Evasion Mode Prime. So you can see how they look together, and they look good together. I dig that. I dig that. So you have that. And here he is with the original Battle Blades Bumblebee. Just so you can see what they did to the mold here. So yeah, I personally love the improvements they made to the mold here. So there you go. And just for some other comparisons here, let's bring in Wei Jiang's two versions here of Hound. So here is their Age of Extinction Hound, and here is their Last Night Hound. As you can see how he scales with those two. So there you go, and there you go. Now, is this going to replace your Masterpiece Movie Bumblebee? No, and I don't think that's the intent of this figure. I don't think they released this figure with the intent of this is going to replace Masterpiece Movie Bumblebee, because no, that's not going to happen. Masterpiece Movie Bumblebee is definitely the best of the best as far as Movie Bumblebee toys go. But still, a really well done figure. I love what they did with this. You know, I love the paint job on it. I think it looks amazing. Overall, just a very well done figure. You know, for a knockoff, which this still is. It's still a knockoff, but it's still a very nicely done knockoff. Quality wise, you know, everything feels good. It feels solid. Everything goes where it's supposed to go. Nothing really feels, you know, cheap or flimsy or fragile. You know, I've been messing with this for quite a few days now, and I don't see anything as far as like stress marks or cracks or anything. So, you know, very well made, very well done, and I do very much like it. So there you go. Now, I picked this up from TF Direct. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can get all your official Transformers from BigBadToyStore.com, also linked in the description down below. And you can check off my knockoff Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Wei Jiang Battle Hornet, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Hey, Bumblebee, do you think Prime will ever come back? I don't know why I bother talking to you. Can't understand a word you're saying. I understood that. You watch your mouth.